apparently people contacting like extremist groups. So subscribe because I'm probably gonna end up in YG's dungeon too. When I told her BLACKPINK was coming back, she was like, where did they go? Hi, welcome to my totally legit news show. My name is Angelina and I am your host. And today we're going to talk about YG coming under fire for disrespecting a Hindu god in BLACKPINK's new music video for How You Like That. And we're going to also talk about what kind of happened on Twitter after that was brought to light. And we're going to discuss BLACKPINK on Jimmy Fallon, as well as some fun little things that have happened in K-pop recently. So keep on watching. Actually, I'm going to stop you right there to remind you to subscribe, like, comment, and share this video with friends you don't have, because I now officially work for free at YG Entertainment. If you think I don't support the girls, just know that my money goes towards probably a lot of fucking denim. Am I ecstatic about that? Not really. So subscribe because I'm probably gonna end up in YG's dungeon too. Okay, so we're gonna start off with YG Entertainment receiving a lot of criticism for featuring a Hindu god in the music video for How You Like That. So essentially at 1 minute and 20 seconds of the music video, it's Lisa's part, and you see she is sitting down with shoes on, and in the corner you see a statue. And this statue is of the Hindu god Ganesha. And now, a lot of people are asking YG to remove this part of the clip for a multitude of reasons. Some are pointing out that the use of the statue as an aesthetic is inherently problematic, while others are pointing to the fact that having the statue situated below someone is incredibly disrespectful, and wearing shoes around said statue is also very disrespectful. One comment reading, YG should do something with the cultural appropriation where Ganesha's statue should have been elevated, and Lisa shouldn't have worn shoes near that statue, or even just remove the statue in the MV so that BP's reputation won't get tarnished, because it's disrespectful in the Hindu religion to have a statue on the ground at the same time shoes worn near those statues, especially to a very important god like Ganesha. Another comment reading, YG has used the idol figures of Hindu gods of India. They have disrespectfully used it for props for aesthetic. We are disgusted. Our culture is always used for aesthetics. Now, of course, a lot of people are directing their hate towards YG Entertainment themselves, because a lot of fans don't want this associated with BLACKPINK, and they feel as though the members themselves really didn't have any control over what was used within the sets of their music videos. But then on the other end of the spectrum, I've been seeing a lot of things going around on Twitter, a lot of hate directed towards BLACKPINK themselves, even as far as, okay, this is a little weird. I've seen a lot of crazy things on Twitter, but apparently people contacting like extremist groups in regards of the use of the statue, and even some people contacting murder. Though it's kind of hard to verify it's true. Like, I don't know how one finds on Twitter, but I wouldn't put it past the site. Either way, there's just one thing I want to say. A lot of people have been asking me to talk about this, so I do want to highlight your voices, and a lot of people are saying that if you're not part of the culture in question, you can't really tell people what they themselves should be offended by. And unfortunately with YG, things like this tend to be swiped under the rug quite often. You know, it's really rare that YG kind of addresses these things, and it's kind of really rare for K-pop as a whole to kind of take what fans are saying and kind of do anything with it. But I don't know, what do you think? Do you think YG is going to address this? Do you think it's just going to be kind of swept under the rug again? And you know, it's really interesting because I feel like these companies can afford to hire someone like specifically to kind of look out for these things. I don't even know what kind of title they would have, like in charge of cultural competence, I don't even know. Or like even like test audiences, like international test audiences, to kind of review these things before they go out for, you know, the general public. But as I'm filming right now, YG has yet to release a statement regarding this. Let's move on to Kpop Shenanigans, which is basically fun little things that have happened in K-pop recently. Okay, so the first fun thing that happened is that BTS released their music video for their Japanese single, Stay Gold. We also have I was gonna say Hatees. Oh my goodness. We also have ATEEZ who have performed a cover of BTS's song On Music Bank, and a cover of Growl at Cake Contact 2020. We also got to see their new hair colors, and I'm sure all of us were so surprised. None of us saw the leaked photos. None of us. And on that ATEEZ note, we also have Mingi, who released his episode 2 of his fashion series, and I found out he made an entire video on how to style plaid. Now, I haven't had the chance to watch the video in the entirety. I watched a few, like the first 2 minutes, I think, and I saw a lot of lumberjack vibes. So I'm also selling my light tan. I'm kidding. We also have Sergi and Irene, who have released more teasers for their subunit for Two Shadows, which the first one featured a very dark concept, and the second one, it's like kind of retro, but then you still have those dark concepts, but it sounds really fun. So I'm really confused as to what to expect from this, but I would love to know your thoughts down below. Like, what are your expectations for this? I feel like I keep clowning myself because I rely so heavily on teasers and then it never ends up being like the teaser. Like, when will you learn? Apparently never. Now, as for Blackpink, I keep seeing articles about what kind of records they're breaking. I don't even know where to start. Like, there's too many. Just know they're out there doing the most. Blinks have been starved for so long. Oh my god. I don't even know what to highlight at this point. But lastly, on some quick news, some non-record breaking news, we have seen that Jin, a stylist for 20 years at YG Entertainment, has left, and YG has stated that they can't really say why. And, I wanted to ask you guys, did you notice for this comeback a kind of new styling direction for Blackpink, or do you think they're kind of staying within the realms of what they've always done before? Because she did have a huge impact. I mean, I think she was the styling director for the whole company, so I'd love to know what you think, if it's actually changed. But moving on to more Blackpink news, as we all know, they have appeared on the Jimmy Fallon show. Not only did they debut their song How You Like That for the first time on the Jimmy Fallon show, but they did, kind of try not to laugh challenge, which was so cute, so funny to watch. Now, I don't know if you guys remember this, but my mom was so convinced that Blackpink were not going to perform on Jimmy Fallon because she was convinced that he was retiring, even though I was like, I'm pretty sure you're just thinking about Jimmy Kimmel taking a break. And she was like, no, you guys will see. And then she also said, and I quote, "I will cancel myself before your fans ever get to me." So just know she's not scared of anything. When I told her Blackpink was coming back, she was like, where did they go? So I actually did not stay up to watch this because I was like, you know what? I woke up 10 minutes before their music video premiered. I trust my body to just know when they're gonna come on Jimmy Fallon. And I woke up at 3 a.m., a whopping 3 hours late. But I still watched it, and the outfits are so beautiful. But it seems that a lot of people have also been making memes out of like this one part of the choreography where fans are describing it as them being like angry Sims, and I cannot get it out of my head. I think it's the most wonderful thing ever. But on that note of choreography, I did want to touch on it a little bit because I feel like it's the choreography in their careers that kind of is the most unlike Blackpink, but still has a lot of elements of familiarity as well. There's still a lot of, take backs to previous choreographies, while the feel of it, the flow of it still feels very fresh and new. And I feel like within the chorus as well, there's just kind of these elements of quirkiness that I feel like they just haven't experimented with before. And I don't know, I'd love to know what you think of it as well. And if you'd like me to make a video about it as well, kind of how their choreography has changed throughout the years or anything like that, then please let me know. Also, I've heard through the grapevine that they will be traditionally promoting this song on music shows. And this morning, I believe they performed on Inkigayo, and I really hope they perform on Mnet. I'm dying for just crisp, high quality pictures, but I digress. Okay, so that is basically it for this video. Thank you so much for making it to this point. If you made it this far, you actually might as well click on another one of my videos because YG fucked with my watch time big time. I'm going down with this ship. I will contact my lawyer. His name is Kevin. You can also join my channel memberships, and you can click the join button next to the subscribe button to kind of see what you can get out of my channel memberships. These are the lovely individuals who currently make up my channel members. A huge thank you for supporting me. So yeah, I will see you next time if my channel doesn't get deleted. It won't, but like, I will see you guys next time. Bye.